All right. When we last left our heroes, some of you were here, some of you were not. You had attacked the compound that had the Drow High Priestess. You took out the guards on the upper floors, went into the basement. Some of you took more direct routes into the basement than others. You defeated the demons and the Drow down there. You took the High Priestess hostage. You convinced her that you weren't actually after her and her ceremony. You convinced her that you were really after information on Cooper Black, which she gave you some information that Cooper Black has the Wand of Orcus, and she suggested you can hire some Yugoloths to, or whatever they are, Yugoloths to go find him. She might have been telling the truth. Melvin certainly seemed to think she was telling the truth, and then she pulled out a tuning fork and plane shifted away, presumably over to the abyss. And so then you were left with a situation. You decided on leaving behind, as I recall, it was Breezy with the Hat of Disguise to look like the priestess. You also left him with the Tongue of Tongues, which took a little retconning there, but you left him with the Tongue of Tongues, and you left him with the staff, the glass staff, which lets him speak but not understand Undercommon. And you left him with Neil as backup. Neil had this shield that makes you invisible, and he could cast Comprehend Languages, cast Message, and just generally serve as backup. You also sent Schmax out to scope out the place where the sacrifice is going to happen. It's a theater. I shared a picture of it with you. It has a retractable roof, much like Enron Field.
Enron Field.
Minute Maid Park?
To me, it's Enron Field.
NRG.
And then you speculated on various ways to teleport in and out of there. So I will pick up with both Breezy and Neil, who are left behind in this stead of the High Priestess.
And where were we left exactly?
I mean, in the house, sort of in the basement, but anywhere in that house you want to be.
And we kind of decided, obviously for you, but we said that you would try to convince everyone to just proceed with everything as planned, and bring him to you at the stadium on the day of the midsummer at midday, just as planned, so that we could then intercept and intervene there.
Yeah,
right.
and there were several.
So who
spells.
are we with again? Breezy is disguised as the High Priestess, and we're with whom?
A bunch of dead bodies.
Oh, okay.
And also, the High Priestess had plans to prepare the area of the ceremony, so there was discussion that you would, do that poorly.
All right. Breezy is capable of doing things poorly.
And then the one other thing I don't remember was, were we planning to be on the roof, or were we planning to be on the stage?
Well, that's a couple days from now. I'm picking up with Breezy and Neil first. So I'll just say, you're there. There's a bunch of dead drow. At some point, presumably somebody's going to come along. Do you want to do anything before then?
Give me a second to get sort of mentally situated in where I am.
Sorry, I figured your teammates would bring you up to speed.
Well, I mean, I knew.
Are we still here in the basement?
I mean, you could be in the basement. You can be in the main house. You can be wherever.
I'm trying to put myself in the situation where this is the
We
case.
already called Mr. Wolf to clean the body, so don't worry about that.
I mean, I think the thing
They didn't do that.
They didn't do that. I think the thing to say is, hey, fortunately, even though they killed a bunch of people, I was able as a last-ditch effort to repulse the miscreants. And so I think I probably need to wait for someone to show up. Or go somewhere to find whoever the drow are who are still hanging around.
Wait, so has everyone else left the basement?
Well, everyone else left the compound. They left the two of you there alone.
Yeah,
Okay.
Unless there's something you wanted to ask them to do before they left.
This is what happens when you don't show up.
Oh,
Scare you to stuff.
that's all right.
Yeah, but we could change slight things.
No, I think this is good.
Yeah,
I think,
but we've got the telepathy set, right?
It only lasts an hour.
Yeah. You have the
Okay.
message cantrip,
Alright.
which is pretty good.
It only
Yeah,
reaches
that's
120 feet, but yeah.
Well,
no, I think this is good. I think we just wait and see.
Okay.
Wait for someone to show up and explain the situation as best we can.
and now you have the
How
tongue
long
of,
does my invisibility last with the shield?
I think it's a total of 2 hours per day. So it's, 10 minutes here, 5 minutes there.
Okay.
And you have the tongue of tongues. I don't know if you want to put it. I really like the idea of Breezy being able to speak but not understand the language and just bluffing. But you have the tongue of tongues, so
Yeah. And so whenever, we basically need to keep a lookout. And when we see anyone else showing up, I'll take a bite of the tongue of tongues.
it lasts for 24 hours. And there's 4 pieces to it, and each piece lasts for 24 hours. So, all right, so you keep it a lookout.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just leave the you leave the dead bodies around and
Yeah, I'm a priestess. I'm not a grave digger. I'm not going to carry him around.
stick Neil in a large urn or something. I don't know. Neil, where are you? Are you?
I think no. Well, I've got to stay with him, right? Because I have to do the interpretation. I can comprehend and then kind of whisper to him what's going on.
I mean, that
He
was
has
one
the-
thought, but if he eats the tongue of tongues, then he gets out. Then he doesn't need you for that. He can understand and speak anything. So
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just ready
I
to-
think
he's
I
ready to
think we
pop it in.
need to. So first of all, I think we're going to need a longer rest to, some of us are spellcasters around here, and we're going to need a longer rest. We've got a couple of days, right?
you got 2 days. Yep.
Our colleagues are going to, everybody else of the Octopodemos is going to need a long rest too. We need to, I feel like we need to go find somebody and say, there were some invaders there, we found some, or she, the high priestess repulsed them and, but there are 3 dead drow in the basement and, but now all these other invaders are gone and, we need to, have the castle on high alert, but we absolutely need to keep on going with the
Yeah,
ritual.
let's do that. Let's go
and
to
kind of
wherever
get
the drow
All
are
the
hanging
ritual
out.
stuff set up.
Okay. All right. Are you waiting for them to come to you, or
No, I
either
think
way?
it's-
But then,
I'll make it happen either way.
once we find them, we need to go into the high priestess's room and we can just be by
Done.
ourselves.
Yeah, let's go wherever the main body of the drow are, wherever their main castle is.
Okay. I mean, you're sort of the high person in the entire city, but yeah, you know that there was a lot of sort of the law enforcement area, the police headquarters, something like that. You knew there was a lot of soldiers around there, so you can walk straight into there if you want.
Yeah, I walk into there and I say,
Neil, are you walking behind him with your visibility shield, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going with them.
All right. So you walk in, and they all come to attention when you walk in.
I say, we were attacked at the compound.
Hi, Mother. Are you okay?
I'm fine. But at the last minute, I was able to repulse the group. They were a group of elves that attacked. Yeah, it was bad. We need to continue pressing forward with the ceremony. We're still good for the ceremony, but I just want everyone to be on the lookout for a group of elves lurking around.
Of course, of course. Yes, we were securing the city. Are they the same? Are they the same ones that attacked the waterworks?
They must be. I mean, I don't know for certain. I don't have any idea. But I mean,
Well, those ones killed a lot of Yugoloths. Do they have any special abilities or powers?
not that I saw. I mean, they came in with weapons and, bows and arrows and whatnot. And eventually we were able to frighten them off.
But they survived. You didn't kill them all.
I didn't. They got away. Attempted to kill them, but
Mhm.
they disappeared or used some sort of cloak of disappearing, something like that. Right now,
Skedaddled.
I just need a set of guards to take me to my quarters. It was very harrowing, and I just want to be where I can study and prepare for the ceremony so that everything goes off without a hitch. So
Yes, of course.
you take me to my quarters.
Great. What about the guards that are already at your quarters?
No, I just want an escort to my quarters right now. The three
Sure.
of you, take me right now.
Of course. So the three that you indicated start walking with you.
All right.
And you hear that behind as you're leaving the room, they're saying, double the patrols, scour the city, find those vile elves. We'll show them, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, get them.
And we did tell you before we left that on the morning of the ceremony, we planned to have the soldiers that we already freed and the remaining high elf citizenry that are scattered across the countryside to stage some feint attacks around the perimeter of the city.
Right.
Anyway,
Distracting.
for what it's worth. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I just want to be taken to whatever the high priestess's rooms are, and then shut and bar the door.
They take you back to where you were. I mean, that's where the high priestess is.
Oh, that's the
up.
high priestess's home. All right.
Yep.
I say, all right. Well, I'm going to be here in deep study and preparation for the.
They look at all the dead bodies around.
Yeah, it was awful. I want to be left alone until the morning of the ceremony. So you can, bring food.
Just clean the stuff up,
Yeah, take care of all this, get all this cleaned up, keep your eyes peeled. I'm going to be
All right.
studying. and
Give me a
preparing
deception roll, just for the fun of it.
Just for the fun of it. All right. What is deception roll, Breezy? Plus 10. Let's do it.
Can I give him? I'll give him what's my thing?
Bardic inspiration.
No. I'll give him
The
guidance.
guidance cantrip.
27.
Yeah, the guidance.
27. You want to add a D4 to that?
Boop. 31.
Okay.
Nice.
They snap to attention and they say, "Leave you alone until the morning of the ceremony." Is that what you said? Yes. Not a problem.
Yep. Good.
All right. Anything else? This is the day of the 6th. The ceremony is the 8th. Anything else you want to do on the 6th?
For me, I think being at the center of all of this and having no one checking up on me was probably the best I can hope for right now.
Okay.
Just to be able to hide out for a day. And
All right. So the night comes. The next day, the sun rises, and it's the first clear day you've seen since you've been in Silvery Moon.
Whoops.
Huh.
So about mid-morning, a few hours after sunrise, you still got those same 3 guards. They've had other people assist them, but those same 3 guards haven't been dismissed, and another younger woman in priestly robes walks up with a guard escort of her own. She opens the sort of front gate and walks up to the house and knocks on the door. Do you let her in?
no, I'm upstairs, locked away.
Okay.
Find out who she is from the guards.
Well, are the guards in the house? Like, again, my assumption was that I was.
I figured they were outside the house.
Okay, my
I thought
assumption is that. So I'm in the house and no one's else in the house. So when I say I'm locked up, I shut the house. Okay, gotcha. I'm with
Yeah,
you.
but
So
she
when you
sort of
knock on
walked
door-
into the wall into the yard area, and she's knocking on the front door. Walked in the gate to the yard.
All right. So what I do is, and I assume that the tongue is still operating over 24 hours.
Sure, sure.
All right. I open the door. I gonna grab her and yank her in and slam the door and start yelling at her.
Okay, okay. What do you start yelling at her?
Why are you disturbing me? I left explicit instructions not to be disturbed. I am trying to get
Hi-
ready for the ceremony for Lala. It's the
Hi,
most important
Mother.
thing we could do.
Hi, Mother.
No, no. You listen. You are not to disturb me while I'm getting prepared.
Roll
I have to spend
intimidation.
my entire
Roll intimidation.
attention on the ceremony. Now get out.
No, the DM is telling you to roll intimidation.
Oh, intimidation. Excellent. Intimidation.
You
is
don't tell
not-
me when to roll. I tell you when to roll.
And I give you with guidance.
with guidance. Sorry, I was in the moment, Jay. 21, and then guidance is +4. D4.
21?
There we go. 23. Intimidated.
Okay. Yeah, she is. She says,
That was lucky.
yeah. She says, okay, hi, Mother. The clouds, the weather. She doesn't really finish the sentence. She says,
Right,
the weather.
right. I will get on that, but it's not my main priority.
Okay.
Main priority is that getting the ceremony ready. Now go and make sure no one disturbs me until tomorrow morning.
She says, yes. What about the forbidden spell and the hallow spell? You were going to cast those to secure the area. Shall I attempt to cast those to
Yes.
secure the area?
No, you know what? I will take care of it. I'll do it. Just leave it to me. I'll make sure it's done.
Okay, what time should I meet you? Those last 24 hours. So the plan was to do those this afternoon.
Yeah. You know, I think the more I think about it, because of the intricacy of the ceremony and the risk of unexpected overlap of spell functions, and I'm very concerned about the mathematical geometry of these particular spells. They have
Yes.
gravitivity and
Yes.
polarity. And I want to make sure that the gravitivity and the polarity do not interact in a bad way.
You're
So-
so learned.
I am, yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, we're going to do those in the morning, actually closer to the beginning of the ceremony, because we want to make sure that they last fully through the ceremony. And so meet me here and we'll think about them and we'll get them taken care of right before we go to get that horrible high elf out of the pit. You know what? Actually, let's do it after. Let's get him out of the pit. And then after that, we'll cast the hallow spell and take care of it. Actually, you know what? Let's do it like this. I want you to meet me here first thing tomorrow morning with that
Yes.
elf in tow. I want you to go get him, bring him here. We'll cast the hallow spell, and then we'll go over and do the ceremony. That's how we're going to do it.
I'm sorry, did you say meet you with the prisoner?
Yes, bring the prisoner here.
Hi, Mother.
Yes. What?
I want to do what you asked, but that isn't possible.
Why do you say that?
Well, as you recall, High Mother, when he was imprisoned, the conditions for his release were that he could only be released by the highest ranking priestess of Lolth in the city of Silvery Moon,
Sure.
which is you.
Right.
So he can only be released by you.
Why is it with the younger generation, it's all about problems, not about solutions? Can't you try to figure this out on your own, or do I have to do every single thing while I'm setting up the most important ceremony to bring all up here?
Hi, Mother, that's an extremely powerful spell. That's why we used it. And it was set so that it could only be released by the highest ranking priestess in this city.
All right.
And so the plan was to do the preparatory spells the day ahead of time so that the area was secure, not allowing teleporting in or out.
Yes.
And that the cloud cover would be almost total, only allowing the sun to shine down on the sacrifice, but providing cloud cover for the rest of the city.
It's like every single thing. You have to have every single thing explained to you. That's not the way this is going to work. So just leave me be. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of everything like I have to all the time. It's all on my shoulders. I don't know why I even have sub-priestesses. It's hardly worth the effort.
Yes,
So
High
go.
Mother, and I have tried to do the control weather spell myself, but as you know, I'm not quite. Yes, High
Oh
Mother.
yes, no, I'm aware. I'm aware you're not quite. Yes, I'm aware. Please,
Okay.
please, just
Yes, High Mother. Whatever it takes to bring Lolth's glory to our realm.
yes,
She's
yes,
sort of bowing and backing out at this point.
yes. Praise Lolth. Be gone. All right. So do I still have a telepathic uplink?
Not to the whole party, no.
Not to the whole party? Because yeah, I say to Neil, so how are we going to get Ledufius out of that pit?
So AJ, we put a little comment in the chat about that.
Yeah, I'm looking. Is this the one where you say she's now the highest? Yeah.
Let's see, in Slack.
You just
Right.
need to learn how to delegate these things, Webster.
Exactly. Just delegate.
Yeah, I tried that. That didn't go so hot.
Well, tell her that you fixed the spell so she can do it now.
That's what I'm planning to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can do, right? Is to try that. I have a plan. I'm going to be the perfect like angry boss into like guiding boss. So when she comes the next day, I'm going to give a like, I thought a lot about it and I think I was too harsh. And you know what? This is
I have a lot of faith in you.
I have a lot of faith in you. This is a learning experience. We're going to go. I've altered the spell a little bit so that now you can do it. You can unpack it. But this has to be a learning experience and bad mentoring on me. I've just been very stressed about this whole process. As I'm sure you can understand. So let's go over there and let's free that dirty, disgusting elf. I think you can do it right now. And let's go do that as a learning experience.
And
That's what I'm gonna do.
pray I don't alter it further.
So
Awesome.
that's the plan.
Okay. Back to the library. You've had a nice day, a nice night. You've woken up, the sun is shining. What would you like to do, plan, discuss, talk to your soldier friends about?
Does anyone notice that the oppressive cloud cover has gone?
Yeah, can someone do something about that?
We didn't really think about that. The fact that that priestess was probably the one. I hope this doesn't turn out to be a big stumbling block.
Yeah, Breezy's ability to cloud an entire city is pretty limited. So
The good news is that the drow won't like it.
yeah, good news, I suppose.
If you make it out alive, Breezy.
Yeah, well,
And I don't have any way to replicate a spell of that magnitude. I could.
What kind of
best-
spell would that be, Khalifa?
Well, it's it's a high level cleric or druid spell that controlling the weather, and
Well,
although
isn't
Melvin
there
is,
what about the High Druid of Silvery Moon? Who is that? Could you contact him?
that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, now we're thinking. Yes, I can definitely do that. Okay, well I'll contact them, and I forget, Jay, did we decide that I had met them before and I could have cast sending, but he was
Yeah,
with my
sure.
mother? Okay,
Sure.
so previously he was with my mother, so I didn't speak to him, but this time I'll contact him or her specifically, and and I'll cast sending to say, hey, we've eliminated the Drow High Priestess that was controlling the weather. We need you to mimic her cloudy overcast to make it seem like she isn't taken care of.
Make it seem like she has not fucked off into the great beyond.
All right, you hear back from a voice you recognize, not a close personal friend, but he says, oh yes, interesting plan. This is a great development. Yes, I can provide cover for you. I must be within a few miles of the city. We are on our way, and I will. And that's when the 25 words bleeps out. But
yeah, it takes a long time to say anything in Elvish. It's almost as bad as Entish.
They need to talk to the Germans about making longer words.
Mm-hmm. So I'll say that if this is 9 in the morning, I'll say by mid-afternoon it starts clouding up.
Good job, Breezy. I knew you could do it.
And then I'll cast sending again to Breezy to tell him that we're going to have the High Druid cast the control weather spell.
Good. Yeah, that one is harder to just bluff your way through.
You've got a really good bluffing skill, though.
And intimidation, apparently.
Lucked out on intimidation.
Maybe I should have had her run out the door. She was intimidated.
That's good. No, that's good. A little bit of that feeling still sitting around for the next day.
What else does anybody want to do on this day?
So what do I need to know about the precursors to the ceremony? So she mentioned hallowed, and
that's in the Google sheet or Google thing.
So these
thing
spells,
that you were gonna.
We learned that they basically would prevent, if they were done correctly, prevent teleporting in and out, basically.
We explicitly want it not done correctly.
Which we
want you to confuse the gravity and the
polarity.
Yeah,
definitely get those mixed up for sure.
Yeah, one spell you spread ruby dust in a square 200 feet by 200 feet, and it prevents anybody from teleporting in. And one spell you take 1,000 gold pieces worth of herbs and oils, and you make a small area where nobody can teleport out.
Okay.
So you're gonna have some pricey herbs and oils, and not to mention ruby dust in your hands. So
I like that. All right. So yeah, again, for me, it's all about waiting till the day of show, right?
I forget, did you say you do some of these preparatory spells ahead of time? Because the original plan was for them to do them a day ahead of time. I can't remember what you just told your assistant.
I just told her that we would do it morning of.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That I felt like it was better to have it stronger set.
All right. So
Bridget does one push-up during this day to prepare.
So the soldiers do come up to those of you at the library and sort of ask for clarification as to what their part of the plan is.
I think it's important that the Drow think that there is some resistance coming from elsewhere so that we can draw them, as many of the guard, away from the ceremony as possible. So, although I don't expect you all to give your lives unnecessarily, what I had envisioned was at least making them chase you, perhaps 2 separate groups out of your 20 strong that you have here. Isn't it about 20? Is that right, Jay?
I want to say it's 25.
Yeah, 2 or 3 groups that you could perhaps scatter to try to engage some guards and pull back in order to try to draw them to the further reaches of the city and away from the site of our impending rescue.
Okay.
Does that sound like something you could accomplish?
Yeah, so were we supposed to be drawing away the ones that are escorting the prisoner here? Was that part of the plan at all? Or just random guards or what?
I doubt they would. I think random guards, ones that are maybe at the stadium, kind of on standing guard, but the immediate escort, I doubt we would be able to draw any of them off. I think they would be probably too disciplined. It would stay with the prisoner.
Okay, so the guards that are gathering before the ceremony have a couple of forces attack them and try to draw them off, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
On the morning of the ceremony. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can wait for my signal if you wish on the morning of, so that we can coordinate it with when we're coming in force.
Yeah, you said the outside forces will be attacking when they see your skyrite symbol.
Mhm.
Okay. Anything else y'all need
Yeah,
to do?
do drow drink tea?
Why are you asking?
Because I want to make sure to have some drow tea whenever my acolyte shows up so I can put her at ease.
Yeah, some, sure, yeah.
Okay.
Usually it's like a mushroom tea grown underground.
I'm gonna mix up some drow tea before she gets here, just to
All right.
like set the tone.
And sorry, you had me very flustered. Is she showing up? So we're the day before. Is she showing up on the day before?
She's showing up morning of.
Okay, yeah.
Morning of the plan.
Unless
is-
she wants her ass beat.
unless she wants her ass beat. She's showing up morning of. I'm gonna like, do the boss back pedal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take her over, see if I can get her to release Ledufius. Then we'll go make the fake spells.
All right.
So that everything's set. So that we do the spells like as close to the beginning of the ceremony time as possible. That way there's not a lot of like, I don't feel thrumming magic of a guarding ward. I don't want there to be a lot of time for people to go, I'm not sensing what I'm supposed to be sensing. I want it to be as close to the beginning of when the ceremony is supposed to start. So it's like, oh, hey, we did this. Now we got to run over. Let's go do it. Come on. We don't have
Okay.
time to,
All right. And so
What can I ask? What do we expect the outcome to be from the ceremony? Are we just teleporting out with Ledufius somewhere else?
We think so.
That's the plan.
Okay, that's the plan. All right, just making sure.
And so, Neil, you've got a couple days. We're going to do your stay up all night and learn a new spell thing. You don't have to, but you have the opportunity to.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, stay up all night and learn a new. Yeah, get rid of my absorb elements. Okay, I'll do
Okay,
that.
give that some thought. Okay.
Okay.
Any other prep y'all want to do? Melvin doing any praying?
Is there Jay, I have around the castle or the compound, whatever it is, are there times when I can hide behind a window that's open a little bit and see the guards or other people? Are there a lot of people going by this compound?
I mean, it's not a heavily trafficked area. No, you've pretty much got the guards securing the area and coming and going as they're relieved.
Okay, all right. Well, then for anybody who comes and goes, I just do my true strike cantrip to get a better sense of their defense, their weaknesses on defense, just to know who we might be coming up against. So what do I learn if I do that from anybody who's going by?
Well, the first thing you learn is that they're all very unsettled, at least until the cloud cover comes in the afternoon. They're all very unsettled by being in the sunlight. They're sort of easier to hit that way.
Okay.
Aside from that, sort of the normal things: hit him in the throat, hit him in the eye, that sort of stuff.
Okay. And can I, since we've got kind of a free day here, and we'll recapture the spell slots, I'll cast detect thoughts on a couple of them going by.
Okay. Okay. So one of them, you pick up one of them and they're thinking, boy, they're making a big deal about the ceremony. This is just another ceremony. It's just, oh, let's bring Lol's glory to the realm, blah, blah, blah. So tech thoughts lasts a while, right? Like 10 minutes or so?
I mean, a minute. Yeah,
Okay.
a minute, yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's like, and this guy's thinking, yeah, I remember when I was a little kid, I went to my first ceremony that was going to bring Lol's power to this realm, and boy, that sure was a dud. It's just hocus pocus. So, they're really getting worked up about this ceremony too.
What if this whole thing is just like it's just a tent revival?
Oh, no, don't choke, please. Don't choke.
So you go on that, you get, sort of complaining about being up here in the sunshine, not as, and even complaining about just being on the surface at all, even when the cloud cover is there, they're not happy to be up here. So annoying in this filthy city, exposed like this.
All right, fine. I'm really turned off by a lot of the negativity. So I'm going to whisper out. So I'm going to whisper out the window because I just want to talk to some grass. And I'm like, hey, plants, what do you guys think of this sunlight?
Oh man, this is nice. I've been starving.
I like the positivity.
It was good getting some water, but it's like it was getting cold, and now this is how we want it, man. This is great. How do you like it? You like the sunshine?
I'm cooped up in this compound. I don't
Oh,
really but it is nice with the windows.
And man,
Indoors,
come outside,
yes.
take your shoes off. Let's get some of those toes in us, man. That's the way to live.
Okay. All right. I've had my fill of talking to plants today.
All right. Anybody else, or should we move to the next morning?
I wanna cast divination. Just,
Okay.
It's a long kind of dark night of the soul where I'm sitting just worrying about this, and so I want to commune with Melora and ask her what do we need to do to ensure that we do not allow Lolth. How can we succeed in ensuring that Lolth does not enter this realm?
Okay. You feel peace. You smell pine needles, even though there's no source of pine needles around you. You feel a nice breeze, even though you're in an enclosed room. And you hear a voice. And the voice says, if a wolf has captured a rabbit, and you take that rabbit away, the wolf will try to capture another rabbit. And then you sort of feel yourself come back to yourself.
Do I smell toast?
Not toast, no, pine needles.
All right. Okay. There are smarter people than I, maybe not wiser, but smarter people than I in my group, and so I want to discuss this with Schmax and Khalifa in particular, and relay the story that I've heard, the message from Melora.
Okay.
I mentioned it to Brambrick and Pressing.
Do y'all want to, do you have any thoughts before I ask you to roll?
Okay.
Khalifa.
I assume that in this Khalifa, I feel like Melora is trying to tell me something. I'm guessing we're the wolf here, right?
I think Ladufius is the rabbit, right?
Sure.
Shit.
I think.
Yeah, that's probably, yeah.
It does make sense that she's comparing my father to the prey in this scenario, as humiliating as that is. I think we've recognized that that's the case, and we're intentionally trying to do this on the day of the ceremony so that they won't hopefully have a sacrificial victim to do at the appropriate time for the ceremony. And if we can escape, then perhaps it will still send them into disarray, and we'll be able to help the newly returned citizenry mount a more substantial attack to repulse the invaders that are, recently shamed that their high priestess has failed to accomplish this ritual.
If that means that your dad is the rabbit, who is the alternate rabbit? Is that you?
Well, it could be. It could be that there are other replacements that we didn't rescue, other than the soldiers that we already freed, who we thought were the replacements. I think what we need to make sure is that we free him as close to the midday as possible, so that we've truly disrupted the ritual and not just rescued him. Does that make sense?
It does. Do we need to ask her? Do I need to ask her something else? The more I do this, the more it seems likely that I will not get the answer we want, but just something that comes from my own mind. But I'm willing to try again if we want answers to questions.
I think I'd like to know if she has any idea of what it would take for us to send the remaining drow running back to the Underdark.
I knew I should have asked that question. All right, I'll go for it now, and then we've got one more night, so I can consult her again tomorrow. But I'm going to cast it a second time and ask, what do we need to do to send the drow in this city scuttling back to the Underdark?
Scuttling for sure.
And this time you smell the smell of a fox, and you taste spring water in your mouth. And a voice says to you, roaches will run from the light with no provocation needed.
Man, that spring water tastes great. Hey guys, she's like, there are roaches, and so we need to shine a light on them, and they'll run away.
Is that how it went? Is that what she said?
I think so.
Okay.
It was something like that.
Melvin is really into the Sazeracs tonight.
There was something about provocation, so I think we need to provoke them.
Well, hopefully, once we've disrupted the ceremony and shown them a little weakness in their own authority, and then if we don't have the Archdruid replace the control weather spell the following day, it
Or
will
even
be,
at the ceremony, maybe he can drop the sunlight then.
yeah. So it could be sunny, and then they can see that the ritual was disrupted, and they'll then they'll flee. Maybe that's the meaning of her statement, her cryptic remarks.
Maybe this whole like weather thing is the key. Maybe if we just left the weather alone longer, they would have gone away themselves.
I think
Maybe
they probably would have done something to try to promote another cleric, according to what we gleaned from that one prisoner that had the sister that was the cleric. I think they have a hierarchy to where somebody would have taken over. This is an important enough ritual. They would have had not only a backup prisoner that we freed, but then backup clerics. They just don't know that they need to be the backup cleric yet because we've got our Manchurian candidate in there. You guys
Right.
didn't read that book? All right.
Sismuth showed me the movie.
Original Elvish.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
It's
my
my
favorite movie.
I watched the movie 2 days
Doesn't
ago.
the Manchurian candidate not know that he's the Manchurian candidate though?
Yeah, but
Good
this is
point.
Khalifa like asking if you guys read the book, and of course none of you did because it's better than the original Elvish. And anyway,
What does the
I
word
know that-
Manchurian mean?
it's an ancient tale about it's a fantasy land or I can't. Don't worry about it.
Okay, anything else you want to do on this day? Okay, yeah.
Jay, as I'm thinking about what spells I want to get, I realize there's a long list of things that I can relearn or learn. Is there anything that comes to mind of what would be useful coming up against a large group of drow?
You're asking me?
Seems like mass suggestion.
Well,
Matt. Isn't that a thing?
well,
you're
I'm I didn't know if I had an intelligence check or something. You guys, literally, I'm like looking at this list. It's like 60 spells long. Like, what the hell?
I thought you had something in mind. I don't know.
All right. I'll scroll through this list. Okay.
And we'll say this was done, I guess,
So
2
there's
days before.
But what is it? Drow are effective. Drow do not like have disadvantage when they're in sunlight.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I can find something that has to do with sunlight, that would be useful.
And they're
It's up to you.
they're large groups of humanoids that they might be resistant to charms, and they can't be put to sleep magically.
Okay.
I mean, y'all can discuss it in sort of text messages. I thought you had something in mind.
It can be set on
I
fire.
did not, but it's all right.
It can be set on fire.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay. So you all have a good night's sleep, knowing that the next day is going to be an eventful one way or the other. So I'll start with people in the library. What's your itinerary? You know, the sacrifice is set to happen at noon. Where are you planning to be, and when are you planning to be there?
Who's in the library? Am I in the library?
Yeah,
everybody can be on breezy.
Gotcha.
So
Didn't we
we
have an
could try to use the distractions to cover our final approach as we're hopefully getting within the immediate vicinity of the stadium. But maybe we can stealthily make our way most of the way to an adjacent building or even a couple of buildings away. Then I need like 10 minutes to do this skywrite spell to notify the others that their distraction is needed. And then once we get the sense that we have an opening, then we can hopefully sneak our way inside the stadium.
We had another plan that involved us being on the roof, or was that we were going to start down below and then end up on the roof?
Yeah, I thought we were gonna be on the roof. Like,
That's what I thought too.
why don't we go the night before and camp out there or something?
Yeah, so you can only do that thing once a day, right? So maybe we'd have to do that the night before.
Do what thing? Oh, you think he's going to portal you up there?
Yeah, he's got the portal that we can all
Max can just carry us all up.
Oh, to portal up and then portal the next day? Yeah, I mean, that's true too. We could do that. We could just camp on the roof.
You can do the portal once a day, correct?
Once per day, that's correct, yeah.
Yeah. So if we went the night before to an adjacent building, maybe we could do portal from rooftop to rooftop. Does it go 500 feet?
Yep.
You have to do like, is it 24 hours between portals, or is it just a sundown?
I think I just got to take a little rest.
Long rest, but yeah.
Yeah,
Nifty.
maybe not so little rest.
Nifty.
Roll for insomnia.
Yeah, if it's based on my real life, that's not a good sign.
I would be game for that. I can set up our little hut that will not be hopefully too conspicuous up on the roof
Hope
as
no
it is
dragons come
opaque.
by.
Conspicuous. I didn't say, dragon proof.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you're
Well-
setting up on the roof. You're leaving the soldiers with instructions to come in and make a distraction. If the sacrifice is at noon, what time should their distraction be?
We'll send the
Oh, when they see the skyride signal.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're camping out on the roof. Okay.
Yeah.
And the retractable roof, is it? It's closed when you get there. You do anything about that?
Hopefully there's edges that are. How does it seem to retract? Does it
Yeah,
retract
it's sort of
from
manual. You just take you can manually open and close it from up there. Yeah.
I mean, the other option is just to make a small hole in it, or some kind.
Well,
The roof will presumably be open during the ceremony to allow the sunlight in. That
Well,
kind
If
of-
we don't open it, if we don't open it now, somebody else is going to come up and open it.
I don't know. Did we remember? Did it say in the text that it was going to be opened?
Thank you.
I don't remember if it said anything.
Thought it
I
said
said something about the
it being
sunlight
under.
shining down during the sacrifice.
When the sun is straight ahead or straight above.
Yeah. So that would be the best way for them to see when the sun is straight ahead is when that's open.
During the astronomical apex.
Although with it all cloudy, they can't see that anyway.
Yeah, that's a little confusing, huh?
And they can still see.
Sun shines
or
straight down
dish
from above.
shape behind.
Is this
Yeah,
all
they're
in
gonna
the high
want it. They're
priestess
gonna want it
realm?
open. I say we open it ahead of time, just so no one comes up here and discovers us.
I'm sure that Breezy will figure out that we're the ones that opened it unexpectedly.
We could
Okay,
tell
so you
also-
open it a bit. Okay.
He's a sharp cat.
All right, so it's partially open at this point.
Sure.
Okay. Yep. All right, and you spend the night up on the roof. Up on the roof in Lehman's tiny
Yep.
hut,
In the
camouflage.
tiny hut.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So first thing in the morning, Breezy, pretty early in the morning, you hear sort of knocking in a very intimidated way. Hi, Mother. It's Ophelia. Come to get you first thing in the morning, like you said. Ophelia, you're second in command.
Good. I open the door really fast.
Ah,
Ophelia, I'm so glad to see you today. Come in. Come have a seat.
oh, okay. Okay.
So take her. I sit her in the living room. I say, just wait here. I go putter around because I got a lot of time to kill in this day. So I putter around in the kitchen. I make some drow tea. I bring some tea back. We sit for an uncomfortably long amount of time, just drinking tea, not saying anything. Then I say some version of, like I said earlier, you know what? The stress was getting to me. I blew up at you, Ophelia. Sorry. I took it out on you. I shouldn't have. So we're just, we're going to work through today. We're going to work through all the parts. We're going to make sure everything works exactly like it's supposed to. First, you know what? You and I are going to do some meditation first. We're going to get centered. So we're going to spend, some time doing that to kind of kill some more time. Then eventually, I'm going to say, I've altered the spell that keeps that dirty, dirty elf trapped in that well.
You
And
altered it.
I altered it so that you would be able to undo the spell, because I feel like this is a good learning opportunity. I feel like part of my job
I
as
didn't
a
know that was
mentor-
possible to alter a spell like that.
well, part of my job as a mentor to you is to give you opportunities to learn. And again, I know I blew up at you yesterday. I put it all on your shoulders. That's not right. It should be on my shoulders. I'm the boss here. Like, it's my job to look out for everybody, to make sure that this ceremony goes off without a hitch. I've been working really hard on it. I'm really excited about what we're going to do today. We're going to do some great things today.
Oh, we're bringing the demon mother to this world to devour it. It's going to be incredible.
I know. It's the fulfilling of the promise of an amazing journey that we've been on.
I only wish we were doing the sacrifice down in Menzoberranzan. I mean, it's an honor to do the sacrifice here. I just doing it in our home city would be so nice. But it's nice to be here too.
Yeah, no, of course. And it's one of those things, because of the ley lines and the astronomical importance of this. There's reasons why I had to be here. I agree with you. I wish we could do it at home too. It would feel more.
It would be more appropriate. You're the high priestess.
Yeah. But so today, what we're going to do is we're going to go. You're going to release that elf. We'll go over. We'll make sure to hallow the ground, put up the shields, get everything set, and then hit the ground running for the ceremony. And it's going to be a beautiful day.
Great. And thank the soldiers all say thank you so much for bringing the clouds back. They really appreciate that. So you're going to open up a circle of sunlight in the clouds right shortly before the ceremony, right?
I will definitely make sure that the sunlight.
I know you know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to tell you what to do.
That's okay. You know what? Us working through it together. Look, if you have questions, if you have things you think I'm missing, just say them. Think of this like a sort of real-time test. Like, part of the thing is for you, as you come into your own priestessness, is to be aware of all the details. And so, I've got a lot on my mind, a lot on my plate. So you might see things and go, why aren't we doing this? Or weren't we supposed to do that? Or, don't feel afraid to say them. I know yesterday I blew my stack, but I think today it's really important that you feel safe, again, in this learning context. We're working together, we're co-creating this ceremony, and it's important that we both can communicate what we need to.
Oh, and speaking of working together, I finished the spider carving. So you'll see this wood carving has the 8 legs that need to be filled with blood to bring the demon mother here.
Yes. Let me look at it.
I'm not a wood carver. I'm really not.
That's all right. Really, again, it's.
Can you just imagine symbolic. That filled with elf blood?
I'm imagining
Each
filled with elf blood right now. You know what? I'm going to hold on to this so that we're ready for the ceremony. Do you mind if I hold it?
Of course.
Great. So I put that in my pouch. So I've got that. All right, good. I've got the idol. All right. Where are we on time? Have I stalled enough to get us to like?
I mean, it's like
Jay,
it's like 8:30. I don't know. Yeah. What's up? What's up?
While this is going on, I want to do True Strike on this priestess to understand what her defense weakness is.
I don't know if True Strike does what you think it does, but
shouldn't like get punched in the neck? That's her weakness.
I think basically it means on the next attack has advantage or something, right?
Yeah, but I guess the flavor is it grants you a brief insight to their defenses.
Brief insight to the target's defenses.
But
what's emphasis on brief? I mean, she's not. She is wearing armor.
Okay.
I mean, I wasn't expecting this. I don't know.
Hey Jay, I mean, can I ask? Is Ophelia is this the sister of our friend?
That person was named Ophelia.
Yeah. Okay, that's right.
Yeah, we're all good.
All
good
good
in the hood. All right.
So I read True Strike as like the person's moving their arm and you see like a hole in their armor or something. I don't, but I'd never read it from that point of view before, so I need to rethink this. Yeah, sorry. You see, she's wearing some chainmail under her garments.
So now we're going to do, Ophelia and I are going to do a guided meditation, which will take at least an hour.
Okay, now she does say, now, Lord Mother, I do know the forbidden spell, you know, now it may not, it's surely not necessary, but you yourself said just be on the safe side to make sure no miscreants teleport in, that the forbidden spell should be done the previous afternoon. Now we put it off till this morning, but we want to make sure that there's nothing surprising is going to happen. No one's going to teleport in.
You're right. You know what? Let's go set that up, and then we'll go get that else.
Yes, I've got the 1,000 gold pieces worth of ruby dust here.
Good.
Okay, so that's.
You've got the ruby dust, and you've got the herbs and oils. You have both.
Oh yes, yes. These are very expensive herbs and oils. Those are for the hallow spell. Yes.
All right.
So can we do that now?
Yeah. Here, hand me the ruby dust, and I'll take care of that right now. Okay.
All right.
So one of the things that I got after freeing Gil Sands was the ability to manifest things.
Sure. Yeah.
Can I manifest a similar bag full of red glass?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
All right. So I'm going to have a similar bag of broken up pieces, dusty, crunchy little pieces of red glass. So I'm going to do a little prestidigitation sleight of hand, put the ruby dust in one pocket while having the bag of thing. And then let's go draw our big square.
So you're going to the theater where the sacrifice is going to happen?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you go to the theater.
Wait, one second.
All right.
Wait, before we do that, is one of the guards walking outside? Can I figure out if there is a head guard among the guards that are walking by the window?
No, they guard the whole body.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's one who's slightly more in charge. Yes, sure.
Okay, so and we are less than 8 hours until the
Oh yeah, it's like 8:30 in the morning, and that's at noon. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to suggest to the leader,
Okay.
and he can't see me. He's just going to hear kind of in his head, kind of Field of Dreams like.
All right.
If we are attacked, take as many guards as you can to defend the city.
Okay, give me a stealth roll with advantage, because I think like you'll stop being invisible when you cast that, but then you can become invisible again.
Ooh, that would be a 9.
Okay, so you get in some bushes and you cast that, but there's sort of some rustling, and but they I guess they look over, and you put the shield in front of yourself again so that it's you go invisible again. And if you had done better, I wouldn't roll a wisdom saving throw, but since you didn't do so great, let's see. Did that roll? I don't even know.
14
Yeah.
it says.
14. And what's your spell save DC?
15.
15.
Okay. All right. So you feel the spell take hold. And, you hear the guy sort of mutter to himself, if anything happens, we're going to respond in force. You sort of hear him say that to himself.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. So they escort you, including the invisible Neil, over to the So are you and Ophelia are going, or did you send
Yeah.
Ophelia off to? Okay.
No, Ophelia
Yeah.
and I are doing it. It's a teaching day. It's
Yes,
a teaching day.
yes.
We have to work together.
See, I'll go to the temple. There are quite a few guards outside, but not the whole city yet. And you're in this big, this large indoor theater with the roof slightly open. So what are you
Sure.
going to do, Breezy?
So we start to draw out the square. You know, it's got to be a square
Uh-huh.
of the ruby dust.
Yes.
So I've got the
yes.
ruby dust
Yes.
to do. And I'm like, okay, Ophelia, what would be the next step in this spell?
She says, well, you need to speak to Lolth and ask her to prevent any intrusions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So again, are there special incantations, or would you just say what's in your heart?
She says, and she says like a 5-word phrase in Undercommon that she says, I would repeat this over and over and over.
All right, good. You know what? You do that. Do it.
Okay. And so while you're doing that, she's repeating the phrase as you're spreading the red glass.
Yep.
And she's
I say-
repeating it. Yeah.
I say, good. I think this
Mhm.
is really good. Excellent. Good work.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
And then when you get to the
Ophelia, I'm
final
really
one,
proud
she
of
does
you.
some like hand motions as you finish the final corner. She does some hand motions and sort of waves her hand.
I go, whoa, did you feel that? The power that you just released there was really impressive. That was really good. I'm sure you felt it because it's one of those things like, you know, you're doing it right if you feel the sort of thrum of power that comes off of it. And I'm feeling the power that you put into that spell. I think I'm really proud of you. If you're meant to be a priestess,
You're feeling it?
You'll feel it.
You felt the power?
I did.
Okay.
You know, anyone who's
Okay,
a true,
good.
it's one of those things. Anyone who's a true priestess will feel the
Yes.
power.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, now that you mention it, yes.
Right?
It is quite powerful. And she steps outside of the square. She's like, and I don't feel it out
Don't
here.
feel
She
it
steps
here.
inside.
Here.
Oh, yeah. Now I feel it.
I near her. I'm like, let's step in again.
Yes. Yes. No
step
problem. Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah,
That just
yeah,
hits
like-
you, doesn't it?
It's really something, isn't it?
Uh-huh. This is
So-
quite a
Tingle.
spell.
Yeah. It's impressive. It's impressive. So that's good. This is, I'm so, I can't tell you, Ophelia, after today, when Lolith shows up, it's just, you're really going to be in a place for something really special because,
Oh, yeah. As spiders are eating everybody else.
yeah,
Not eating my spiders would be really the best part of it.
that is kind of the best part of it all. So
Mhm.
good. We got this.
All right.
Let's
Let's
move on.
hallow the altar so that our prisoner won't be able to teleport away in any form or fashion.
All right. So hallow the altar. You've given me the herbs and the oils.
Mhm.
Talk to me about what you think the proper way to hallow the altar is.
Well, I think the proper way is to put the herbs on the altar and drizzle the oil on them and then set them on fire and take in the smell
Mhm.
and say, prevent escape, prevent escape, prevent escape.
Prevent escape. Right. Now, the issue, though, is that by doing this preemptively, what is the problem that we face, Ophelia? What happens if we do it without having our prisoner here?
Oh, then you make a pre out of Empt and Lee. Is that it?
No,
It's like
Think-
a pun in Undercommon, but it doesn't make sense
think
in
it
English.
through.
That's hilarious in the undercommon.
If
it
we
through.
want to teleport away from the altar, we can't, but we could just walk away from the altar, so that doesn't seem to be a problem.
Right. So, as
And
long
I
as
can't
someone's-
teleport.
as long as someone's not on the altar, this is an issue, right? But as long as we keep the person on the altar, chained to the altar, then they can't escape. Is that your understanding, Ophelia?
With the spell, without the spell?
It's a little bit of a test.
Okay. So the spell is to prevent any teleportation away from here. Just in
From the
case there's
altar.
any sort of crazy rescue. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Good. All right, good. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Okay.
I hand the herbs and oils and I say, all right.
Would you like? This is a high level spell. I don't have these abilities, actually. I mean, with the other one, I was sort of following around long. I was using your power, just sort of going through some of the motions. But
All right. I understand. If you're not feeling comfortable doing this, I can do this one. It's not a problem. So I put the herbs down. I drizzle the oil.
Mm-hmm.
I say, preventing escape, preventing escape, preventing escape, and I light them on fire.
All right. And the herbs burn up.
Excellent. Excellent.
1,000 gold pieces worth of herbs. Just burn up.
Yeah. They smell really good.
Yeah,
Burn them
It's
straight
so
up.
awesome.
it's just a few bags.
And she says, I think I feel it here too.
I think you should. You
I think I
definitely
feel
should
it.
feel.
Actually, the funny thing is that 1,000 gold pieces worth of herb is actually a much smaller amount than you would think it's going to be.
He's getting
no.
bigger.
No.
Oh, wow.
He got on some like
He's dressed for outer space.
Yeah, he's
He
got
is
his
like
space
outer
jammies
space.
on.
space jammies.
Fly him away.
Space jammies.
Space jammies, nice. That's fun. All right, so good. So we've consecrated, we've hallowed, we've done all of that. Off we go to the next state. So Ophelia,
Mm-hmm.
what is the next thing we need to do?
We need to bring the prisoner here. It's getting at this point it's like 10:30, so got about an hour and a half. So she says we should go get the prisoner. Now, are you sure? Now, that was a very powerful spell, and I understood only you would be able to get the prisoner. And
Here's the thing.
what I'm worried is if I go there and I can't get the prisoner, we might be running short on time at this point.
Right. Well, here's the thing. We'll go together, and we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Right? We'll see if you can do it. I mean, this spell was originally cast so that the most powerful, highest priestess in the area
Yes.
is the only one that could break it, right?
Yes. Yes.
But again, last night I did some work on it, and again, it's a little unprecedented. I don't know if it will work. I tried to alter the spell in a way that's unusual.
Oh, I'm sure it will if you did it.
I certainly hope so. So let's go check it out.
All right. So you walk the a mile and a half or so, making chit chat.
Yeah.
With a sizable guard. There's like 30 drow warriors escorting you because they're going to be
Good.
escorting the prisoner.
Yeah, it's important.
And you get to the waterworks, go down there. You go to the well room. The well is full of water again. And you can look down there and you see Ludovius chained up and he's looking up at you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What would you
All right.
like to do now, High Mother?
As we discussed on the way over, Ophelia, I would like you to do your best to take this spell down, free the prisoner so that we can take him over. Again, I know you're nervous, but I have faith in you. Remember, a learning day. It may take a couple of tries.
Okay.
But we're going to see. If we can do it.
High Mother, I'm embarrassed to say I did a lot of preparation for today. I did not prepare the control water spell. But if you have that prepared, maybe you could empty it out so I could climb down there and free the prisoner.
You didn't prepare.
The control water spell to get the water out of the well.
Oh, you didn't. I didn't either because I had told you before that I intended you to.
There was a lot that I had to
You
get
know what?
ready
It's
for
okay.
today.
It's Ophelia. It's okay. Look, again, this is part of what it is to be a high priest. Sometimes things go wrong. You have to solve them. I have a backup plan. Neither of us prepared the spell. So what can we do?
I can go in the water, but these are my nice linen robes.
All right. Think about this. We have 20 guards with us. How can we use 20 guards?
Give them each a bucket.
There we go. There we go. Let's get them each to grab a bucket. and we'll just dig the water out that way. It's fine. Solve the
Oh,
problem.
all right. Now I don't know how long that'll take.
Well, you know what? We're going to tell them time is of the essence, and we're just going to get them on it. Look, worst comes to worst, yes, you will have to get your robes wet. They'll dry, it's fine. But we're going to get that water level down. So
Okay.
let's get on it.
All right. So you get the guards. 20 guards can't actually get into the well at the same
Bucket
time.
brigade.
And
They're bucket
and-
brigading.
yeah, bucket. It's they don't make that much of a dent in the well, especially because water's sort of seeping in as they're taking it out. So after like 10 minutes, Ophelia says,
I tell
I
the
thi-
guards I'm very disappointed in them.
"Yeah." She says, "I'm very disappointed in you too. We asked you to do this." And then she says, "So which one of us is going in the water? Is it me? I'm going in."
Can I go back a few minutes before?
Okay, sure.
So I whisper to Breezy, hey, I can fabricate with my fabricate spell. I can fabricate a spiral staircase of bricks along the edge of the well that will allow these guards to get down and to be able to pass the buckets up more easily.
I think what Jay's saying is buckets at a time isn't doing the trick. I don't know that it's
Plus, I don't know if you really want that.
What's that?
I mean, I don't know.
How deep is the well?
It's like 15 feet and about 10 feet.
Oh, 15 feet.
Wide.
Oh, okay.
How did we get the water out last time? I don't remember.
Control water spell.
Oh, somebody had control water.
Yeah.
So, all right, she, in her very nice clothes, she jumps in and swims to the bottom. And, just a few seconds later, she comes up and Ludovius says, he's, well, I'm actually choking. He's gasping for breath and she brings him up and
I said, guards, seize that man, that elf.
yeah. And he's trying to fight them off, but he's been chained at the bottom of a well for the better part of several weeks. So
I say, throw him to the ground roughly.
They throw him to the ground roughly and he's muttering curses and she's standing there like a drowned rat, just like dripping. Her hair, which was all made up all nice, it's all wetted down and her outfit's all wet. And
Ophelia,
like I can't believe it worked. I can't believe that was a 9th level spell and you modified it for me.
For you. That's what mentoring is. That's what mentoring is.
Wow, my meeting with my grad student this week is going to be amazing.
Aren't all of you glad that you don't work for me? Because this is what it's like.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's like AJ Webster, Boston
right.
Hell.
Should I cut back to the
Yes.
group on the roof? Is the group on the roof doing anything? Just chilling?
What time is it now?
Well-
It's like 10:30.
Oh, it's coming up on like 11. It's the hour is approaching.
Do we have any
We've
kind
been
of
killing
Jay,
a lot
Jay,
of
just when we were there, I messaged up to the roof because I could tell that they were
When you were
within
there,
120
okay, yeah.
feet, and I just filled them in through the messaging cantrip.
Okay, cool.
And so we were we able to avoid any detection? There's no one came up on the roof.
Nope, nobody
Okay.
did.
And as far as we could tell, nobody seemed to be upset that the roof was already ajar
Nope.
from the way we left it last night.
In fact, I'll even say when the priestess was down there, she even said, "Oh, and it's open the correct amount so that the sun will be able to shine down on the sacrifice." Well done, guards, she said to the guards around there. They sort of took credit for it.
So, Schmax, do you think do you think it's too soon for us to try to cast pass without trace to obscure our presence before the final approach? I mean, is that
That
reasonable?
lasts for
or
an
do you
hour, I
that-
think.
Yeah, I think it
Uh,
only lasts for an hour.
Well, if it's 11
Well,
in the
maybe-
morning,
Maybe as
You're
soon
only
as
gonna
we-
live for an
We're looking
hour.
for noon. Okay, good
maybe
point.
as
The
we
world's gonna end in the next hour.
maybe as we see them approach, then we can go ahead and cast that so that it's in place in case we need to like get in position. And so just to clarify, Ariel, once we see them down there, I'm going to start making the teleportation circle up here, and so that we can escape back to the library. But you're going to create the arcane gates to go from down there to up here and back and forth, so that people
That's right.
can shuttle to the roof and then hop into this teleportation circle, which takes me a lot longer to prepare. Is that accurate?
That's right. So we'll be able to, I'll set that up,
It's a
and
sweet
then you can have whoever needs to jump through there, grab Ladufius. We can all run back through. I'll wink it back out of existence so they can't follow us back up here. And then we'll be ready to go to the library.
And how long does your teleport spell stay open?
My arcane
Well,
gate?
No, the teleport.
Oh, uh-huh.
So mine takes a minute to cast it, but what I would do is that I would just kind of I believe this is okay, Jay. I would just like almost complete it until like the final rune or something, and I would just like concentrate on that, and I can't be interrupted or it's wasted. But I would concentrate on that until we were ready, and then I would do it, and then if we're all in the circle, then we go. It's instantaneous.
Did
It
you
doesn't
look
like
that up?
last.
I don't know. Did you look that up?
I did not look that up, but if like, so you can do, so if you like,
It's not a thing that
hold
remains
it.
open. It's a thing that happens.
Yeah,
I mean, it's open for 6 seconds if you want to think of it that way. So longer casting times. Action. You must spend your action each turn casting the spell. Yeah, I don't know if you can intentionally. I don't know if you can intentionally delay. Yeah.
You can just start speaking really slowly near the end of the ritual. Like,
in that case, I just won't start creating it until we're there, and then we may have to fend off some people at the top of the roof here, while I'm concentrating, until we can all hop into the circle.
Sounds like a great plan. Some of us love fending off people.
Yes.
What could go wrong?
Well, and we'd also talked about casting various walls as columns around us.
all right, there was a wall of flame or something, right? That perhaps, or a wall of light, or any kind of wall.
Yep.
Wall of brick.
Yeah, the straightforward reading is you've got to cast it in 1 minute. You can't cast it in 1 minute 30 seconds.
Okay.
For example,
that makes sense.
I mean, that's.
I don't know. I think I was just thinking of like during battle, if you like hold your action to cast a single action spell, you can like hold that till the next turn, but you have to like concentrate on it while you're holding it till you release it at a, certain stimulus. But that's like a short thing. That's not the same. So that makes sense.
Yeah. I might have you do some sort of like roll an arcana check to see how, or an intelligence check or something to see how accurately you can gauge this is a minute before sort of thing. I don't know. We'll see.
I think we might just have to hold them off for 10 rounds.
All right. So somebody's casting Pass Without Trace. Was that Schmax casting Pass Without Trace?
Yeah, I'll pass it. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll pass it.
And
Everybody's got Pass Without Trace.
yeah, so I think
I think our plan is effectively stay hidden until more or less high noon when everybody's there ready to go, and then arcane gate grab and.
Yeah, and from your hidden magical vantage point, you see walking down the street a large crowd of drow with surrounded around a central 3 figures. So they're approaching. You're approaching with a prisoner, and he's
how dark is it? How shadowy? Not that dark. Not that shadowy.
It's actually the whole. Okay, I'll ask you. I would say the whole area is overcast, but between Ophelia telling Breezy, are you going to open a spot over the center? and then Neil communicating to the people on the roof, and then Khalifa possibly using sending. Does all that happen? So is there a shaft of sunshine coming down the middle?
Yes, do that.
We want that? Okay.
We want that because the drow are less effective
They're
in that
handicapped,
space.
yes.
Or
So,
I mean,
I'm
or
sorry,
what do you want?
The sound is breaking up. You were asking about the cloud cover, or what?
Yeah. So
what was
are you
that?
going to tell? Are you going to tell the chief druid to either adjust the cloud cover at all?
Yeah. So as soon as they're in the stadium, in the stadium,
Mm-hmm.
and once it seems like they're going to begin the ritual, that's when I was going to tell the chief druid to let it drop so that the sun shines through, since that's supposed to be part of the ritual. And it'll also, for us, it'll give the bad guys disadvantage, hopefully.
Okay, great. And your skyrite. So you're seeing them approaching. Your skyrite.
So the
thing,
skyrite, the skyrite is just the signal to say, "Yep, start the attacks now." So
when are you going to do that? All right.
As we're
So
approaching.
as you see them approaching. Or,
yes, as they're approaching.
Right.
As they're approaching.
All right. So you skyrite. What symbol do you put in the air?
Dark mark.
The symbol
Octopus.
of silver. No, it's the symbol of silvery moon.
Okay. All right. The great crest of silvery moon, which has a high elf stepping on a drow's neck, or at least I don't know. That appears in the clouds overhead.
Jay, that's
And-
just a symbol of elf pride. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Heritage,
That's
heritage, not hate.
my-
Heritage, not hate.
That's my history. That's my history.
Oh my God.
And so shortly after that, two contingents, one from the north, one from the south, of high elves come in, hooping and hollering and firing their longbows at the temple, and a large crowd of drow come and chase them off, and they go running.
And
So,
I assume that's happening as this progression of 20 drow and me is going to the thing. I say
20 drow and me. That's my favorite elven genetics website.
Yeah, 20 drow. When those people come, I say to the group, I say, you six continue to hold the prisoner. The rest of you go after those people. We cannot let anything interrupt this ceremony. Go get them.
Roll me persuasion.
Persuasion. Persuasion is a mere +2. 15.
Okay.
Wait,
They-
with plus D4, plus D4.
Ba-doop, ba-doop. 16.
Okay. Yeah, they do, and 6 of them stand back. And Ophelia says, "Is this enough of a guard, Queen Mother?"
All we need to do is take the prisoner in there. I will chain him down on the altar, and then we'll be set. We just need to make sure nothing interrupts the ceremony. I have ultimate faith that those guards will be able to dispatch those lowly high elves relatively quickly.
Says, "Sick burn" with the air quotes, Queen Mother. I know.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, punctuation burn.
So you go in the ceremony. There are, a lot of the guards have run off, but there are still quite a few guards in the area.
Mhm.
There's also two stone giants in there.
No.
And Ophelia says, "Oh, I'm so glad we had those allies to help us set this up." And a dozen or more drow in
Yeah.
there. So what do you do now?
So I say to the guards, bring him here. You hold him on the altar while I make sure his chains are secure.
They say, "Hi, Mother. Do you want us to secure the trains?"
Did I say I wanted you to secure the chains?
Yes. Hi, Mother. Yes. I mean, no, you did not.
All right.
Why I oughta?
Yes, I need you to hold him because I don't want him to get away. And I'll make sure the chains are secure.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. So they hold him down. Hopefully.
And he's struggling. He's really struggling.
Yeah. Neil, can you do a little boop, 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 boop?
Yeah, messaging to the group.
Nope.
Not to the group.
He's really struggling. He doesn't want to be sacrificed to a spider demon.
Oh, so I'm gonna send a message to him that we are don't worry about it. This is not the high priestess. This is the Octopodemos acting as the high priestess.
So as I lean over to
Give me a persuasion roll, Neil.
No, please, persuasion.
You're very
Only a
charismatic.
24.
Oh, okay.
Only 24.
All right. He looks around. He doesn't know where the voice is coming from, but it seems to shift from a real struggle to a performative struggle.
And as I'm locking the chains, I give him a subtle wink,
Yeah.
as I'm putting the chains.
Okay.
So,
And he sees that they're not really locked.
yeah,
All right. Give me a sleight of hand check.
I think I can do that.
I don't know why I asked for these things.
Sleight of hand, plus 13, and I can't roll less than a 10. 21, except it's probably 23.
Okay. Yeah. You not only hide it from all the guards, but you do it in a way that he can see that it's not fully locked.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there, he's chained
So-
down. I go, excellent.
All right.
Everyone,
And
clear
Ophelia
the
says, "Do you
altar,
have the
except for
spider
Ophelia."
totem? Do you have the spider totem to fill with his blood?"
I've got the spider totem right here.
All right.
Ophelia,
All
Ophelia, you should take a bow because you did an excellent job on this. Spider
right.
totem.
She's still a little moist, and she quietly nods.
She did a great job. I put it back in my pouch. So
Right.
we're ready. Like everyone clear the
She
altar
says,
except Ophelia and I. We're ready, in a few minutes
Okay.
the ceremony is ready to begin.
And she says, we need the sunlight coming down, don't we?
Take care of it in just a minute.
All right.
So do I see them down in the middle, and
Yeah.
are they? So they've got him chained, I guess. But they're not saying any words, because I think I said I was going to.
Please let the clouds part so that the sun can shine down on this sacrifice.
So I'll cast
To your
sending to the
glory.
archdruid to tell him to drop it.
Okay. All right. And she
System works.
at this point, Ophelia looks outside. She's like, I didn't know you were going to clear the clouds in the whole city. I thought just a small area. There was that attack that on our guards.
Yes.
So what time is it?
Okay. The sun is getting pretty close. It's the sunlight coming through the roof is approaching the altar.
Reaching its zenith.
Okay, well, as soon as it's getting close, that's when I'm going to blink that arcane gate into existence and send.
Well, I mean, I think at this point, I think you and Khalifa can coordinate. Is the goal to have it come open exactly when Khalifa does his teleport spell, slightly before then?
I want to do it just a little before, so I mean he could be wrapping up his spell for however many seconds he needs to.
Okay.
So give me 30 seconds of starting this spell, and then.
Oh, so I can attack you for 5 rounds?
Well, you can try. You can certainly try. But yeah, so give me.
We haven't done anything to provoke attack yet.
Yeah.
We're still hidden. We're
So-
passing without
We're
trace.
doing an awesome ceremony.
Wait,
So-
I just remembered. Well, Laura said to provoke them.
Ariel,
Did
Give
Melvin
me
get
30
brain damage the
seconds.
week I was not here? What happened to him?
Ariel, give me 30 seconds to prepare this, and then get the gate down there, and they know the plan. If some of you have to go down there and drag them back through the gate, so be it. But you have 30 more seconds after that before this thing goes off. And if we miss the window, then we have to
I
cast
don't
it
know if
again.
I can get through 5 rounds of combat in 60 minutes.
We'll see.
How
We'll
about
see.
Hey, make it 42 seconds or whatever.
All right.
18 seconds.
All right.
That's all
So
right, yeah.
so I'll start. So now that we see the sunlight coming, then I'm going to say, okay, they're going to start the ritual. It's about noon now, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. So not like we have watches, but like we're gonna say there's the sun up there, it's about noon. I'm gonna start casting my teleportation circle and start the clock on 30 seconds now, Ariel.
Hunter, seriously, we can't do 5 rounds of combat in 60 minutes. We can't.
Not gonna be 5 rounds of combat. It's gonna be fine. All right,
Okay.
fine. 45 seconds. 45 seconds.
All right, 3 rounds then. Okay.
Yeah.
Breezy, what are you doing while the sun is starting to shine on your sacrificial victim?
I'm saying, okay, Ophelia, are you ready for us to do this?
Yes.
ceremony?
Yes. Blood. We
All right,
need to draw his blood.
My brothers and sisters.
I think we need to draw his blood, High Mother.
Oh, okay. Do you have the sacrificial dagger?
I have a sacrificial dagger.
All right. So I
I
take the
thought you
dagger.
had one that you preferred, but okay.
I take the dagger, and I reach into the thing, and as I'm reaching in, I attempt to break one of the legs off of her totem.
Okay.
So I
All
take
right.
it out,
Yeah.
and I'm like, all right, now we're ready. Ophelia, did you only carve 7 legs on the totem?
No, I put all 8 legs that will be filled with blood.
Wait,
You checked it. You checked my work.
I did, and I thought I saw 8, but
The mystic number 8, of course.
oh, okay. Well, it's all right. We're still good.
I have a backup one. It's a little rougher. It's
No,
in pine.
This one's good. I think it's fine.
I think you should
it's
take the
I think
backup
we
one.
need all 8.
Oh, okay. I put this one in. I take the backup one. I
Okay.
take the dagger. I say, okay. Now, Ophelia, do you want to make the incantation or do you want me to do it?
I just sort of want to see the blood flow. Really.
All
And
right.
Fill the totem.
All right. So I hold the dagger high. I hold the totem. I say, oh, Lala, we're here to praise you and to break down the veil between our 2 realms so that you can come and make your promise to us manifest.
Yes.
Yes. Everyone say yes in the audience.
Amen.
Everyone
Hallelujah.
says yes.
Amen.
Yes.
I say,
All right.
Can I get an amen?
So is it time for me to do my little Doctor Strange situation?
yep. So I bring the dagger up, hold it above my head, ready, poised.
And just as he's doing that, then I sort of make one of these little ring things, and then I could then I have the other hand going the other way, and then there's a door that opens right in front of us up there on the roof, right? Exactly.
Awesome.
And then there's another door that opens just behind Breezy.
I go,
And while he's doing that, I'm going to cast this daylight that shines down and reflects off the blade of the knife and then covers the entire area of the audience in a sphere of this blinding white light.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, blinding white light,
Cool.
portal open. What do y'all do?
We gonna roll initiative at some point, or are we just gonna?
I'm going through
The
the
next
portal.
plan is to run
Yeah.
through and grab.
Yeah.
So
What do you
I
do,
don't know,
Breezy?
let's roll-
Neil?
Breezy Neil Ladufius, let's go.
We're going.
yeah, I was waiting to see, are we initiative or can I keep just flumpering along?
I mean, yeah, okay, let's roll initiative. Yeah, you're right. Let's roll initiative right now. Right.
I'm happy to keep going the way we're going.
Yeah, let's roll initiative.
Oh dear.
Oh, hey, I did better than Breezy.
Oh my God, I rolled a
Hey,
6. That's
Do we get
pathetic.
our extra 14 if we were not around with Neil?
Oh, good point.
No.
You do not.
No.
All right.
Ooh, it'd be easier to kill.
I did it for Breezy.
What's that?
You get the extra 14.
Yeah, Breezy does. Breezy might need it.
It's a good thing we have that stealth, that pass without trace.
That's just so they didn't detect
Are
us
they
while
on
we
the-
were like snooping on them.
We're about to jump through this portal.
Wait, you are?
Where is
No,
the
bright-
portal in relative to,
Wait,
to
a
where
bright,
relative
massive
to
beam
where
of sunlight.
Here's the
we
thing.
are?
Do you actually even have to come through the portal? Can't Ledufius just zip through it? Like he's
Actually, that's a good point. That's a
he's
good
legit
point.
not
Yeah.
chained. You don't have to do anything. He just has to go through the portal.
Yep.
That's like the sum total of what has to happen.
Correct.
All right. Well, maybe we're just here to catch him then.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody, but I realized later that you could have Capo the Montebanked him up here, and Neil could have Dimension Doored as well.
Dimension door.
Cape of the Mountebank
Melvin and
is my
Khalifa, what were
backup.
your?
That's my
roll-
backup plan for if things go bad. That's
It's
why I
good to
wasn't
have a
worried
backup
about being in the midst of all this.
I really want to use my arcane gate.
I know it's
Come on.
too awesome. It's too awesome.
Thrax, Melvin, and Khalifa, what were your initiatives?
7.
Good Lord.
18.
7 as well.
Okay. All right. Now let's go. Okay.
What's
Neil did.
Ledufius?
Does Ledufius have initiative?
I don't know. Does he?
He has
Make
a
his
20,
initiative 25. And then
he
just
got a
add
24, yeah.
That'd be helpful.
Okay. Does Ledufius have initiative?
Yes, sure. His initiative is. I'm gonna roll disadvantage because he's been in a well for so long. His initiative is 2.
No.
But he's been warned.
He's been in a well for weeks.
All right.
And
Neil,
stuck
you're
a
up.
sensor
God.
deprivation tank.
For what it's worth, I was warned and I'm at 6.
Oh man.
How close is he to the
Oh.
dimension door? I mean, sorry, not the dimension door, the
Arcane gate.
arcane
Gate?
gate. Sorry, different name for the same idea.
I
And it
assume
only
it's just right behind him.
just
right behind me.
Can we literally reach through it and grab him?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
just
like
to be
it's like a door.
completely clear, does the arcane gate last longer than 1 round?
Yes.
Yes.
It
That
lasts
does.
as long as I want.
All right.
Oh, beautiful. That's beautiful.
So look,
Okay.
Just
Neil
checking.
goes, Schmax grabs him,
Mm-hmm.
Drow freak
All
out.
right, Neil.
Yeah. So I'm right next to him, so I'm gonna grab his hand and start pulling him towards the portal.
Okay.
Did you just
You
like pop
can
out of
you can move at
invisibility?
half speed. Yeah, you can
How
move at
far
half
is it?
speed, and I think it's
Get through the portal.
you
Right
can
there.
go 10
Drag
feet.
him
I
right
think
through,
you can
right?
pull him through the portal. Yeah.
All right, we're going through the portal.
Then Schmax grabs me.
All right. So the first round is you use your movement to pull him through the portal. Anything else?
Yep.
So now you're up on the roof with the Octopodemos. I guess here's a question, guys. Are you sort of if the open area is going side to side, are you on the sort of are you backstage side so you can see everybody sitting in the audience, or are you above the audience so you can really just see the stage?
Above
thought
the
we were
audience so we
above
can
the
see the
audience.
stage. Yeah,
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah. All right. Neil,
So
you put him through,
teleportation. So the portal just took us to the roof.
took to the roof. Yep.
Yep, the arcane portal
Where
took us to the
Khalifa
roof.
is
Within-
going to-
where Khalifa is preparing the
Khalifa will teleport you somewhere else.
teleportation circle.
Oh, okay. All right. So then,
Okay.
if I'm still there, so I've just used my movement,
Mhm.
and I will. Might as well. I'll summon the construct
Okay.
to go back through the portal and back out to help protect Breezy, to make sure
Great.
he can get out.
Yeah. Okay. Where's my gray ooze? There it is. All right. Construct. So I've got roll 20 up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should we put ourselves on roll 20?
I mean, if you want to, it's sort of going to be hard to do 2 dimensions. I've got everybody on the floor. You can just put yourselves there and we'll know you're on the roof or something.
And do we want to say we're on like the carpeted area or something where I put myself?
I thought you were like basically above the audience.
Yeah, we're above the audience. Like
here. Where it should be like here.
there.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
I'll make myself kind of in the middle of the roof, so I'm as far as possible from the side walls, from any given scaling attack.
Okay, good. All right, now we're gonna have the construct do anything. And let me just say, it could really be convincing that Breezy is the High Mother if the construct just clobbers him. Just throwing that out there.
No, I think the construct is just going to go in front of Breezy and look menacing at the crowd.
Okay.
And just be prepare an attack.
Okay. Max, what you up to?
All right, so I will jump through the portal and grab what looks like the High Priestess, but who I know is my good buddy Breezy.
All right.
And I'm gonna pull his slow initiative ass back through the portal.
I'm going to yell, no! I want to keep the charade going as long as possible. So I'm going to look very distressed and, scream bloody murder as I'm getting pulled through.
Okay.
Beautiful.
At which point I drop the spell.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess we're all through, right?
We're abandoning the construct? God.
Now, Breezy, are you still screaming as you go through the portal?
No, I'm screaming when he grabs me initially. So he grabs me, I'm like, no! And then he yanks me through and whoop.
Okay.
Breezy knows how to be quiet.
All right. Your whole turn, Max?
No. Oh, no. I'm gonna while I'm grabbing Breezy, I'm gonna use a cantrip to drop a minor illusion. Yeah, just to drop a little minor illusion of a what would be a good thing to drop there on the ground.
Remember,
right
they
there.
don't know
You
where
do
we
get that.
are.
What's that?
I said, remember, they don't know where we've gone. They
Right,
know
right.
this-
Yeah.
Smoky,
They don't know
maybe
where
a smoky pit on the floor.
Yeah,
like
I know
as if
exactly. That's perfect. I love it. So just like a little like tiny smoking crater that looks like we went down.
Okay.
Looks like a little smoky crater as I pull him through. And
Give
then
me a roll and add your wisdom to see how good this looks.
oh, okay. All right. So wisdom say +4. Okay. Boom. How'd I do?
I don't know.
7.
You make
Seven.
an 8-bit illusion.
Okay. It's sort of like an ashtray.
Looks like something from yeah, exactly.
From the first
Nintendo 64. Yeah, exactly.
pixelated.
And it makes it sound like this. That's the sound effect.
Yep. All right. Anyway, so I pull him through. I guess I ready a. I guess I ready an attack. If anybody.
Wasn't your cantrip your action?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, it probably was. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
All right. So the drow.
But it's a stunning cantrip.
Stunning. Beautiful.
The drow don't know what to do, but they do see the construct there. So 12 of them fire their hand crossbows, 25% of them hit. So 3 of them hit for 21 piercing damage. Yeah, so that's it. Construct takes 21 piercing damage.
Sorry, buddy.
That's the drow. Okay, Khalifa, we know what you're doing.
Yep.
All right, so that this is number 3, and then we'll got number 2, and then we got number 1, and then it's going to open. Is that right? It's like it'll open 2 full rounds from now.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Ariel, you do anything?
I'm gonna ready Eldritch Blast if I see anybody come.
Okay.
I will ready an attack if anybody comes up.
Okay. The Drow mages. All right. They're
So in
They're-
roll 20, we're looking at the second. We're on the second floor. We're looking at the first floor, right?
Correct.
correct.
So where is so Khalifa, I guess the portal is going to be where you are. I'm just like, we could move to
Yeah.
maybe kind of strategic.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Um,
We should move in circle around.
We should move around
Yeah.
Khalifa, I suppose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seems good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Since we don't know, I assume they're going to come up over the edge of the building.
All right, so the Drow mages, they know a good bit about Arcana. One of them says it must be within 500 feet, and we could see through it. They were outdoors. There were several of them.
You
Dang,
can't-
that's a smart
you can't see
mage.
through it, actually. It's opaque.
What? I thought you could.
It says that
I
they're
think it's
filled-
see-through
filled
from the
with mist,
back.
and it says filled with mist. The mist that it fills each portal is opaque and blocks vision through it.
I thought from the
Also-
backside is see-through though.
Also, they had daylight like shining in their eyes.
They did. Everything they do should be at
Okay, good.
disadvantage.
A mist that fills each portal is opaque and blocks vision through it. You're correct. You're
Huh,
correct. You're correct.
cool.
You're correct. Okay. So they said they must be within 500 feet. Spread out, everyone. Spread out. And so they sort of,
Spread out. You have 12 seconds to find them.
yeah, they sort of go and hop out the windows.
Spread peanut butter. Spread.
All right. So they go out the windows and I guess they each do a perception check. Let's see.
With disadvantage.
Ooh. Oh, with disadvantage. You're correct. So the highest, yeah. So they both got a 6. So they're looking around and they're blinded by the light, so to speak.
Wrapped up like a
They're
dude.
also wrapped up like a dude.
Hey, I'm the bard here.
Okay.
We'll leave it to Neil.
So that's the Drow mages. Okay. Oh, giants. So the giants here the spread out, and they like the thought of smashing something. So they're gonna
Lay down on the ground, spread eagled.
yeah. One's gonna go out this
Smashing.
thing that may be a door. One's gonna use its full movement to go out the front door. And they are not blinded. Well, you know, they might be. They live underground too. Nope. All right. Perception. Oh, no, they're looking around. They don't know where you are either.
Man, 2 in a row.
Okay.
I'm going to prepare a firewall spell surrounding us in the event that somebody comes over the edge of the roof.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out Blaze and turn it on so we get some extra sunlight.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Sounds super stealthy.
There is this wall of fire, right?
Well, no,
it's
just
not.
prepared. It's just prepared.
It's not there yet. It's ready.
Now, if you do
also-
the ready
well-
action, I think that uses the spell slot, and you have to concentrate on it.
Yep.
Okay.
Daylight is
We
not
also
a-
have
but daylight is
we
not
al-
a concentration spell.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you don't do the wall of fire, you still use the spell slot.
That's right.
Okay.
we also have like the literal sun that's like right there that like now doesn't have clouds in front of it.
Or maybe we don't need Blaze. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I'll just pull up my
I
axe.
think it's a great idea.
What does Ophelia do?
Ophelia, so she uses her action to do a perception check. Well, what was that?
Oof.
Oh man, and a critical failure. And she's still reeling from, she doesn't know what just happened. Her
She's like,
boss,
"My mentor!"
yes, I was learning so much from her.
I was doing
Um,
it was my best day ever on the job.
so that's her action. So I guess For her bonus action, she will cast a spiritual weapon, and she casts a spell, and this like spear with a spider motif near the spearhead appears sort of 10 feet above her, and she's looking around to see who she can attack. All right. Oh, good round, everybody.
Yeah.
That was speedy.
Easy and Ludovius?
Breezy and Ladufius are just hanging out, ready to be teleported away. We
Ready
feel
in
like we've
action,
done our
I do.
best work today.
Yeah, Ludovius is sort of stunned by all of this. He still thought there was a decent chance he was going to be sacrificed to a spider goddess, and now he's looking at all of you, looking at his second favorite son, doing something, muttering to himself, and all of you, and he's just sort of taking it all in. All right, Neil.
I would hope I'm his second favorite son now.
Do you drop your
what am I
disguise, or are you still looking like the high
I'm
priestess?
still disguised.
Yeah, stay disguised. No, I think that's a good idea. You're kidnapped. You
Yeah.
kidnapped her.
Just like Emperor Palpatine.
Oh, Neil, you should threaten to slit her throat, man.
No, we should be quiet. They don't know we're here.
Wait,
No, I'm saying just
Yeah, use our stealth.
the event of.
We're using
Ophelia's
our,
with us?
Oh, I mean, she's on the stage. She didn't come through the portal.
No, she's downstairs.
Yeah,
She's underneath.
I don't want to do anything that would make them
Oh,
suspect
absolutely.
where we are.
Absolutely.
Right, of course.
So, yeah, so I'm going to hold back on my spells. Is there, Jay? Is there any?
Oh, you know what? I'm going to retcon my action. I take out a small piece of paper and start to fold some origami.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to leave them a unicorn when we teleport away.
It's going to be a rainbow unicorn, though,
All
right?
right. So,
Rainbow paper.
how much time do we need?
2 rounds.
Two more rounds.
Ready your fireball and let's
2
go.
more rounds.
How long
And
does it
we're
take?
protected by a fireball.
Not yet. Fireball's
yet.
ready. Fireball's
No.
ready.
Okay, then I'm going to let's see if this works. If this will work, because this is an open area.
What happened to the guy that you said you gave the suggestion to?
He took his troops and ran away.
Force.
So what are you doing, Neil?
So a question. So I have this guards and ward spell.
How long does that
which
take to cast?
Would typically, what?
How long does it take to cast?
Oh, 10 minutes. You're right.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Pointless. I am going to, you know what? I'm just going to move over to, where's Khalifa? So we're all protecting Khalifa, right? And I'm just going to ready a firebolt.
Okay. All right. Shrax.
And I'm going to tell the construct to run out the side door and try to attract followers.
Well, that's right, the construct. So
attract some
am I
guards.
going to the top of the map?
Where's the
Yes.
construct?
It's
Yeah.
right here. Am I going to the top of the map?
Right there.
Oh, there you are.
Whoops. Whoa.
Is there any exit towards the back?
And there's sort of a, I mean, there's a backstage. It can go out the back.
Have him run someplace where
Yeah,
the
go
roof
at the
can't be
back.
seen
Go at
from.
the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's gonna
Go at
go.
the back.
It's gonna go backstage and then sort of run up here. So yeah. So it went to backstage and then do you want it to go actually outside?
Exit stage right.
All right. That's its
No, I
movement.
want it to be visible to the other guards, so they start heading that way.
Okay, well, it's sort of clunking. They can hear where it's going.
Okay, that's
It
fine.
ran behind the stage and now it's
Okay,
going out.
that's
Right. Okay,
That's
so
fine.
it's dashed, I assume. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Okay, Schmax.
Guess I'll ready in action. I will prepare to pummel anyone who comes over the edge
All right.
in range.
And Drow, so some of them run towards the only authority figure they see, act like they're going to protect her. Some of them go out the windows like they were told, but that's as far as they can go. Some of them do try to go after this construct because they don't know what role it is playing in this whole thing, but it seems to be part of the badness. Yeah, and some of them are going out. Some of them are going out the front door. Whoops. Yeah, so they're sort of running around disheveledly. Okay. Khalifa, we know what you're doing. Unless you want to do something different. Ariel.
I'm still ready in Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Blast somebody off the roof comes up.
Same.
Okay. All right. Drow Mage. This one at the north. It knows that you have to be within 500 feet. It wants to get a good view, so it casts Fly on itself, and it flies up 60 feet and turns around and says, "They're on the roof." And that was his movement and his action. So the other one also casts Fly on itself and flies up 60 feet.
Aren't they in sunlight? And also, aren't we have like Pass Without Trace and we're being super stealthy? Could they see
No,
us?
the Pass Without
No,
Trace went away. Well, maybe it did.
Well, no, I mean, but you're sort of exposed on that roof. I mean, you're not hiding
Yeah.
behind something.
We're in bright sunlight.
Yeah, but
That's true.
no, they can see you.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
but
So-
once
so
they
he
come
sees
up,
us
are they
and
within
shouts.
firebolt range?
Yeah,
And-
firebolt. Yeah, you could firebolt the first guy. Yeah,
We
And
can
Eldritch
hide
Blast
behind
and
sound
wall of
baffles.
fire and all that kind of stuff.
Aren't there like sound baffles?
Yeah, we have some
facing
acoustic treatments that
on
I
the roof?
implemented on the roof. That's
Did
part of my
not
way
say
of
that.
silence.
Jay gave you ample opportunity to set stuff up, but you did not.
I didn't. Damn
Okay,
it.
so yeah, what do we do? We got a firebolt. Do we have a wall of fire coming up?
We
I
have
don't know.
we have a wall of fire surrounding everyone in
That's true. As soon as they show up,
This
a
isn't
bunch of
this
stuff
isn't
pops
very
up.
old theater. Just throwing that out there. It's very nice.
but it's a tile roof, right?
Don't worry, buildings don't burn in D&D. We already learned
That's
that.
right.
I can't burn this shit down. It's big. Look how big it is. It's not gonna burn.
They have a lead roof.
But the firebolt looks like you rolled for damage, but not for like, did you hit or not?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, my
Oh,
bad.
he hit.
Roll higher than that.
Oh, he hit all right.
Yeah, hang on. Do that. Nope, 12.
Okay.
What
His
about
armor class is 12.
Oh, so that does it. All right, so 9. 9 damage.
Okay.
all right? So I'm gonna shoot my Eldritch Blast at one of the mages. I'm gonna shoot 3 of them.
Okay. I assume the first one that popped up.
So sure, that's what I probably would react to. So that's so the first was 17 to hit, which I guess
Yep.
hit.
Also, I hate to tell the mage this, but fly is a concentration spell.
Tall.
Okay. Well, let's get to that in a second.
So 12 damage from the first thing,
Okay.
another 15, and another 7. So a total of whatever that is, 34. And I would also throw him back 30 feet.
Okay. Let's see if he keeps his concentration. So that's 4 concentration rolls I got to do. Oh, he fell. So as those last 2 are hitting him, he falls and he goes down 60 feet, which is hold on.
Not going to be good for him.
1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet it fell.
Yeah, he falls and you just hear the squish.
Oh.
That's what he gets for being a rat.
That's what he gets for being a rat. Brilliant.
Stitches get stitches.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, well, I guess the other mage still comes up, right?
Yeah,
he's
we
floating
still
there.
got
He's
another
floating there
one.
looking at you.
He
So-
still comes up and then has a lot between him and getting a chance to do
Can you see the
anything.
wall? Can you see through the wall of fire or not?
I think we learned.
The wall is opaque. The wall is opaque. All right. Well, that's
Hmm,
something. All right.
Giants.
Wait, so is the second mage do nothing?
No,
Or
he
just flies
has
up?
fly. Oh. Casting fly on yourself is nothing. Making yourself fly is now considered nothing.
You got to remember,
right.
they've been hanging out with a pretty amazing wizard, so this is
I
all
know.
seems pretty like.
I know.
Really raised the
No,
bar.
all of his rainbows, they're so awesome.
Thank you.
All right. So the giants, they can move pretty fast, but crawling, well, they're stone giants. They're pretty good at crawling. So they both like crawl up to the ceiling, and I'll assume they crawl up the ceiling and get a little bit closer. I mean, there's still a wall of fire around you, but they get on the ceiling and come to you, and that's going to be their whole. That's going to be their whole turn.
Wait, are they on the roof? Like
They're
on
on
the
the roof.
outside?
They're on the
They're
roof.
on the roof. Okay.
Yeah. So you got two stone giants on the roof with you.
Okie dokie.
We can't see them, I guess. The wall you said.
No,
there's a
but
gate.
the
They're
roof is
giant
shaking
ones,
quite a
yes.
bit. The roof
We
is
can hear
shaking a lot. Yeah.
Melvin.
How far out is the wall of fire? Like
Yeah,
what's
where is the wall of fire?
We're all within a 20-foot radius, right?
centered on
Yep.
Khalifa?
Centered on Khalifa. Okay.
It's centered on a point that encompasses all of us, since Khalifa's not in the center.
That looks like breezy. Ooh, yeah, that looks like breezy, basically.
I mean, you can
Yeah, we can
I assume you clustered.
Cool.
Yeah, Thrax can move over. He's the kind of the
I mean-
outlier here.
If Thrax is outside the wall, it's his own fucking problem.
Yeah, let's.
Okay, so let's see. What can I do?
shoot that other mage.
Well, I can't see the other mage because the wall is
Yeah.
preventing us, but I can guess where the stone giants are, right?
Sure.
Cool. Yeah, okay. Did I see where the mage was before I? Nah, I'll just.
Yeah, I'll say you brought the wall up and you saw the first guy. So
Okay, but I'm just gonna fireball the. But which of the? I mean, is there any way I can tell which of the giants is closer?
yeah, I mean the one the north of you is closer.
All right, I'm fireballing that guy.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw. 19. Does that save?
It does.
Okay. How much damage?
He gets. Come on. 29 divided by half.
Okay.
I feel like stone giants should be resistant to fire damage.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that, but
Is there anybody within 30 feet of me? It doesn't look like it.
I mean, we are.
no.
Yeah, but I don't want to shoot lightning at you. Yeah, I'm gonna be ready with Blaze.
All right, I'll
Use
feel
your thorn whip to pull them into the wall.
Wouldn't the wall burn the thorns?
Hey, you guys want to go see a library? Come on.
Sounds like a plan.
Is Ophelia doing anything?
Oh, is Ophelia? Let's see. So if I don't know. Ophelia heard that they're up on the roof. Click, click, click. Let me see. What can she do?
She can't control weather. We know that.
Yeah, no, she can't.
She does have her spear that she could send up there, I guess.
Yeah, that takes a long time. So she.
You should sit down and put a resume together.
All right, she's 50 feet below you, so she can't even see the wall of fire, I'm going to say, which is too bad. What does this spell do?
Cast it. Find out.
Yeah, exactly.
Click
All
on
right.
it.
She's going to cast Insect Plague centered on the roof right here. And that makes a 20-foot radius sphere full of biting insects. Now 20 feet radius from here is nope, it's pretty ineffective. But she makes massive insects right there. So that's what she did.
It's a cool spell.
Yeah, it is.
That's what it sounds
Unpleasant.
like playing with Xeron.
Breezy, maybe on your turn you should encourage her.
Cool spell,
You're
bro.
doing great. You're doing great.
If she could see the wall of fire, that would have been better. But okay.
Breezy continues to furiously fold this thing in an effort to get his origami done by the time we disapparate.
Yeah, give me sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? I'm happy to roll sleight of hand.
And keep it away from that wall of fire.
The wall of fire might be a problem for the sleight of hand, but let's see. 14. Oh, except that I can't roll less than a 10 because I have advantage on sleight of hand.
Noise.
23.
So 23. All right. Yeah, you actually finished the unicorn.
Good. I set it down so that it's outside of the ring, but not in the fire, so that they can find it later when you're doing a post-mortem.
Okay, the heat radiates out. So you're actually not hot if you're inside.
Oh, okay.
So if you put it outside, that's going to be bad.
No, he put it outside the teleportation circle. He
Outside the
said.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Gotcha. Okay.
I don't want it to teleport away with us.
All right. And the Doofius is looking at the wall of fire and just taking this all in. Saying, why is the ceiling shaking? What's going on? Is that those giants? Okay.
All right. Yep.
So I'm going to say on Khalifa's turn, he cast the spell, and then on everybody's turn, they hop through the portal. Does that sound about right? Okay. All right, Neil?
Definitely going to shoot a giant.
So do I hop through the portal, or we have to get?
It's not there yet.
for him
It'll be
to
on
do that?
Khalifa's turn.
Okay. All right. I'm going to cast. Am I within 30 feet of the stone giant?
Probably not.
No.
Oh, if you got a cool enough idea, I'll say yes. What's your cool idea? But you can't see
I
it
was
because
just
there's a
gonna
wall of
blind him.
fire. There's a wall of fire in between you and it. So if do you have to see something to blind it?
Yeah. What are you implying that I'm not tall enough to see above a wall of fire?
A 20-foot wall of fire?
20 feet tall.
Not even implying. He's just flat out stating it.
Just facts.
And the wall's opaque.
Okay. Let me see. I'm just going to ready an action of a firebolt if they end up coming through.
Okay, great. And what does the construct do?
Construct.
They're back
is
on the
going-
ground.
Must be splitting up. They're on level 6 and 7 now.
I mean, it's fine if you just wanted to dodge or something.
Yeah, he's just gonna prepare for battle.
Okay, great. All right, Max.
So yeah, so can I ready an action that as soon as I see the portal appear, I grab Ledufius and jump through it?
Yes, you can.
Okay, that'll be my action.
All
right.
action.
The drow, I mean, some of them go for the construct, and history will tell the tale of the drow versus the construct. Some of them surround the priestess. They're really not sure what to do. Some of them try to scale the wall, but they're no stone giants, and so they really can't. So they're pretty ineffective at this point. Maybe some of them fire arrows up to this gap in the ceiling, but that doesn't accomplish anything. All right, that's the drow. Khalifa, so you finish your spell, I guess?
Yep. I say, all right, everybody get in. We've disrupted their ritual. We've got to get ourselves out of here.
I was hoping you would yell where you're going. We've got to get
No, I don't say that.
Okay, great. Do you disappear, or are you the last one out? Or yeah,
I think I'm the last one. I'm holding it open for a full turn, maybe.
Okay, cool. Ariel?
Okay, so I'm gonna get ready to jump through. On my way out, I'm gonna try and fire some rainbows in the direction of that stone giant. See if I can knock him off the roof.
All right, give me some disadvantage attacks.
Yep. Okay, so 18.
Stone giant. Misses.
No. 23.
That hits.
Okay, so he's gonna get knocked back 10 feet. I don't know if that's
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Bye.
Teeters on the edge.
It takes him teetering to the edge. Yep.
Okay.
And then that's
so
it. And then a miss.
I'll get one more. No, that was the damage.
Oh, okay.
And the last one missed. So there he is. Teetering on the edge. Okay,
Yep,
and then I jump through.
Okay, cool.
I suppose I jumped through as well.
Let's see. So do you want to take yourselves off the board, or how about if I just move you like away?
Okay.
Keep track. So you and Schmax and Ledufius went through, right?
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay.
Somebody needs to grab Breezy on their way out.
Oh, the drow mages. So one of them is still alive. He's going to fly 60 feet. He's going to fly up a little bit over the wall and 60 feet. So he gets to here, and he can see over the wall. He can see some of you. All right. So he is going to fire a lightning bolt, which will get both Thrax and Melvin.
And doesn't Neil have a firebolt readied as well?
Yeah. Okay, Neil, give me a firebolt attack. Sure.
Thank you. $13.
That actually hits. Give me damage.
Drop him out of the sky.
17.
Exactly. Okay.
And concentration.
Yep. He made it.
For flying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go to 13.
Too bad,
Okay.
man.
So he's going to cast lightning bolt at level 5. And I need Thrax and Melvin to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Not that I want you to, Jay, but if you cast it on Khalifa, does it disrupt concentration on the portal?
I told you who I'm shooting at.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
And 4.
All right. The spell save DC, it was a 14. Was a 14. Yep.
Oh, sweet.
So hold on. 7. Well, so let me roll 10d6. All right. Melvin, you take 18 points of damage. Thrax, you don't get out of the way. The lightning hits you square at in the chest. You take 0 damage.
Oh, yeah.
Noise.
That's the thing that happened last time, too.
So is that the flying mage?
Yes.
That one there?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That one there is the flying mage.
Correct.
Okay. So I take 18 damage.
Mhm.
Cool.
So are you still concentrating on your wall of fire?
Hold, please.
Okay.
I have to take 18 damage first. What is my what am I aiming for here?
A 10.
Con save.
Even for a 10.
I can't help because I don't see him, right?
Oh, the wall of fire stays up.
All right.
It's still there.
All right. Oh, now it's the giants. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I was going to look at.
Does he need to like do a dex save to make sure he doesn't fall off the edge?
No, but all right. So this one is going to run 40 feet. He's going to run through the wall of fire, taking damage, and then he's still not close to anybody. So he will pull a big rock out of his bag and throw it at who looks bad. He's going to throw it at Thrax. So Thrax, does a 15 hit?
No.
All right. All right. You dodge out of this rock. And the other stone giant is definitely not going to get you there in time. So he's going to dash and he's going to end up right next to y'all.
Oh,
Yeah. So at least he's right next to you. So that's something.
Oh boy.
okay. Well, each
Does he
of
have just enough to go through the portal?
I don't. What was the question? Oh.
just half of him.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know to try that.
Just his head.
Squelch.
All right, Melvin.
Each of you boys takes 27 damage from running through that wall.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, boys.
Okay. It doesn't seem to matter much.
True.
They're pretty tough. Okay, Melvin, what you doing?
I'm going into the portal.
All right. You're
But
out of
I'm
there.
continuing to concentrate on making sure this damn
Of course.
wall stays up.
Of course.
Okay.
Drax.
Rax is probably going to go through the portal too. Who is left behind? We just have Neil and Breezy, right?
And
Can
Khalifa.
Rax grab Breezy with him?
Sure.
As you're grabbing me, I shout, "They're taking me to the water world!"
All right.
She's good. She's good.
Yeah.
All right. All right, you're off the board. Who's next? Ophelia. She's like, waterworks. She turns to all the drow. Go to the waterworks now. That's her order.
Gold, breezy gold.
Gold, solid gold, man.
Breezy done.
Solid
Leduc's
gold.
done. Neil, you hopping through?
Hopping through.
I mean, I think at this point, Neil and Khalifa can hop through.
Neil, stay and fight it out.
He took your
Khalifa,
construct,
you got
man.
this.
All right. You
Wow.
you all get back to the library. There seems to be chaos in the streets. It's perfect timing. It's 10 minutes till 11 on the East Coast.
I have to say, our best plan ever, by the way.
It was a great plan.
This
You
was
know,
freaking brilliant. And Breezy,
you were
AJ,
great, by the way.
AJ, you were amazing. That was awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all
It
know
wouldn't
never
have
to
worked
work for
without
you
you.
ever.
What do you mean? She had her best work day ever. Ophelia is
She
like
did. She
feeling the
did.
most empowered she's ever
The
felt.
gaslighting was incredible.
So my original
If you
plan
bring
was
the dagger,
my original plan was at this point to say, wouldn't you like to know what was happening with the Drow team? You're going to be them next week. But in hindsight, I'm glad I gave you time to prepare your character.
What?
Yes. Yes,
It would have
mind
been more
blown.
dramatic, but
Jay, did you
pretend you don't
enjoyed-
know that. Hey guys, next week you're going to find out what happens with Greg and Darth because you're going to be there.
What?
No way! Oh my god!
Jay, did you enjoy the brothers Theranos story?
Oh yes,
Awesome.
I did. I thought it was great.
Brilliant. Yeah, that was great.
I love
man.
that.
Hmm.
So I have
So-
an update in case you guys didn't see the. I have an
Oh.
update on the
Yes.
alcohol bottles. So apparently it is part of Avianca now, and they do indeed serve alcohol from large bottles still, but not for long because they're going to be converting into a low-cost carrier that will probably go to the small bottles.
Will they even have liquor?
So-
Is really the question.
I think the large bottle would still be pretty low cost. I mean, just make sure not to
Well,
tip
no.
it too hard.
You just
Liquor
give it a
was
Costco.
free. Liquor was free on Taka.
Okay. Well,
It was
yeah, you got to
free.
get rid of that.
Liquor at the time was free.
And
on
there was no
all
carding.
international flights, though.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, that's right. Oh,
Right,
okay,
because
so
I-
you're saying it wasn't
because-
that big a deal. Then my memory of it is not that special, is what you're saying.
Because anytime you go through customs, you really need to be drunk.
It's the best. Yeah, especially third world country customs. It's good to be drunk.
So I'm not sure what else we need to do prepare for next week. I don't know if y'all have icons for yourselves. Maybe that's a minor thing.
So Jay, you sent me a message and said that my charisma was -4. Is that a bad thing?
I mean, if that's what you want to be, that's what you can be. Look like
I was
you
going to try and be
overrode it.
like a really curmudgeonly
No, that
war
if
veteran.
that's what you were wanting to do, that's fine.
Yeah.
cool.
That was my
Cool,
vibe.
cool. Okay, yeah.
He's
Okay.
got
Thanks.
PTSD. He's not friendly. No.
Like
Okay.
a Charles Grodin kind of.
Yeah.
You are playing a bard, right?
He's like,
But I have
Epic.
a story to tell you.
That's right. God damn it. Sit your asses down. Enthralling performance by ass.
Yeah, Bard / DMV.
he's like Tom Waits. He's just yelling at the microphone.
Dave, what are you playing? What kind of character are you playing?
He's an artificer.
Oh, Artificer, that's
But
right.
he's the artillerist, so he's got all these spells that just shoot stuff, and he can make like a little cannon. It's pretty cool.
How about everyone
found-
else?
I've been peeking at y'all's characters, and I don't want to imply that like you have to have the strongest character or something like that. But I have been trying to give suggestions like where I think I see what you're trying to do, and if you could tweak some scores to make it better in what you're trying to do. I've been trying to give those suggestions, or I can go in and change it for you. But if I say something like that, I'm not trying to say, oh, your character isn't strong enough, do this and it'll be better. That's not what I'm trying to do.
No, I appreciate your because I was trying to get my intelligence to +20, so I appreciate that piece of advice. That
And
was
yeah, I
helpful.
think you can. I forget what I said, but I think you can.
You said I can move one of the. I think it will make my charisma even lower, which would be even better.
I think you had hard coded your charisma, so.
Oh,
that's done.
I was just screwing around. I was trying to. I don't know what I was doing. Anyway.
And anything I tell you to
found
do,
last
I can go in and
oh,
I can go in and do these things. I just don't want to do them without your permission. So like then I told you to do some things, yeah.
John?
I found last week that when I was trying to like think of things to suggest for the artificer, that I have no idea how artificers work. They're very different. They're like a totally different class than anything, but they're pretty cool.
I think we'll find out. Yeah.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
lots and lots of options.
We'll
I
find
think we're
out
gonna have a lot.
how much Dave and I actually know about artifice.
Right, exactly.
I think there's gonna be a lot of
It's going to
suboptimal
be like,
playing.
how does this work?
There will be a lot of suboptimal playing, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah.
John, what are you playing, John?
I'm a ranger. I'm gonna be the ranger class that Melvin originally was, but melee version of it, where I'm darting in and out with my rapier and using little teleportation. My original envisioning was kind of like a Nightcrawler, where he like bamfs all over the battlefield. But he's a little tougher, he's got a shield, a little buckler.
He's
So
not
he'll
German.
be- No, but he is trained in religion, and yeah.
Hey, so is there a limit to the weight we can carry?
Nah. What are you gonna carry? A keg?
Okay.
You're like
No, I
Bear
just,
Oscar,
like,
just picking up the keg.
Once a bard, always a bard.
It shows that I have, 100 pounds on me. It's like, okay.
Oh, that's plenty.
Sounds-
I mean,
sounds like a
that's
lot.
not even an issue.
Yeah, in
Yeah, like
D&D,
the-
they seem to
okay.
give you a lot of,
These guys are
Yeah,
wearing these
yeah,
heavy backpacks going through combat fighting.
The
If it was
the
Neil,
basic
maybe
rules
it
make
could
it
be a-
very easy. Like it's 15 pounds per strength point, I think, or something, or maybe it's 30 pounds per strength point. It's something really high, so where you can lift whatever you want, even if you're a skinny wizard like Khalifa.
Okay,
All right.
got it.
So we'll be starting off next week. You're going to start off all together. I'm just telling you, I'm going to run y'all all through like a little combat just to get you started. And that could easily take the whole time, especially if the new people are figuring out Roll20 or something.
Mhm.
And yeah, then I'll give you a direction. I think by the end of the first session, I'll give you a direction as to here's how you're going to be splitting yourselves up. So think about that.
So our 4 additions are Margaret, Nicole, Evan, and Joe.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Now, Evan
fun.
said he'd be in Atlanta next week, so he may not be able to join, but we're going to press ahead.
Very good.
All right, wish me luck this week, gentlemen.
Yes.
Good luck,
Yes,
sir.
indeed.